Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy. Thank you so much for tuning in to the ETCG1 channel today, and as a reward, if it is your birthday, happy birthday. Please enjoy this cake. I've done videos in the past and we've sort of talked about the youth of today not being interested in cars and we're a dying breed and all that other kind of thing. And in many ways, I agree with you, but I'd just like to throw this out there, and I think we as parents are at fault for this kind of thing, because think about it. If, all right, let's say 40 years ago, if someone were to hand me an iPhone when I was like 10 years old, I probably wouldn't have put it down. I'd probably still be poking at it today, because like coolest thing ever, it's got games, it's got, the internet, it's got like all kinds of stuff. The entire world is literally in your hands. So I see us, including myself, handing our kids these electronic devices at very young ages, and they grow up with them, and that's what they come to expect. So what interest would they have in cars? I mean, everything that they could possibly want is there in the palm of their hand. Think about that. To that point, recently I did a video about my youngest son who recently turned 16 and got his driver's permit. And he's actually doing quite well. I gave him the Element, by the way. Which he loves, and I'm really sad because I love that thing myself, but he needed a vehicle. I figured if he had something reliable to drive, he wouldn't be calling me needing to fix it all the time. Anyway, so recently what I started doing was he wanted to drive a manual transmission, or he had some interest in it. So I fired up the old GSR here and I took him out in it to teach him how to drive a manual transmission. This is my manual transmission vehicle that's on the road. That's not the Fairmont. No, I don't want to put a new driver in the Fairmont to teach them how to drive a stick. I don't think that's wise. That being said, I think this little GSR is perfect. And the reason I'm making this video is because it's become almost a daily ritual between us towards the end of the day, whatever I get done working. Hey Dad, you want to go do the Loop? And the Loop is an area around my house where we can go, and it's actually got some nice twisty, windy country roads a little bit. Take the GSR out and he can practice driving a stick shift, which he's actually gotten quite good at. But he's initiating that now. And I think I know the cure to getting the interest in cars or in this type of thing. Put him behind the wheel of something cool. This GSR is a cool car. I mean, a lot of you are out there salivating about it right now, and I'm happy to have it after 15 years of waiting for it. But it is a cool car. Now, if it was just some humdrum whatever, so what? Why would you care? Why? I hate to say this, why would you care about a Hyundai and driving it? Not to say that there aren't some really cool Hyundais out there, but I'm talking about the generic vehicle that mom and dad might have to get you from point A to point B. You might even be learning how to drive in a minivan, which my son also did, because that's what my wife drives. But as soon as I put him behind the wheel of this, he's got a whole new appreciation for cars. In fact, we're going around those turns and things like that. I'm like, don't shift, just keep staying into it. In fact, I did a video about driving a GSR, because you've got so much RPM to work with, just stay in it. Stay in gear, have some fun. You don't have to be going fast. It sounds like you're going fast. The engine makes this beautiful symphony. But that's my point. It's exciting, it's interesting, it's engaging, and it's manual, so he's paying a lot more attention while he's driving. It's not like an automatic. You just, boop, push, put in gear, boop, 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 going down the road and, hit one pedal or the other and steer. There's a lot more involved. In fact, now he's telling me as he's driving the Element, which is an automatic, he's noticing that the gears are changing. So here's the cure. The cure is, put them in something cool. Put them in something like a GSR or anything that you can. If you don't have one yourself, see if your friend will do it. Yeah, I know new drivers and putting them in cool cars is kind of scary, but there's no reward without risk. And the way I saw this thing, I was like, yeah, if he crashes it, he crashes it. It happens, so long as we're not hurt. But the time that we've spent together and the bonding that we've had while doing this, invaluable. And also, I believe he has an interest in it now. Now he's starting to take the corners. I'm teaching him, look way up there, like way up there. That's where you're going to be. So look where you're going to be, not where you're at in the road. And he's getting it, and it's making me happy. It's making him happy. Good father-son time. I'm just throwing that out there. And when my daughter comes of age in a couple of years, I'm going to do the same darn thing, and I bet she'll be into. Actually, she's already into my car. She's already asked if she could drive the Fairmont. So. Anyway, point is, you want to get the younger generation interested in cars, put them in something cool. Try that and let me know how it works. Have you already done this? Have you already experienced the same thing that I'm talking about? Am I right? Have you already seen it firsthand? You put them in something cool and they get into it. Do you have stories of that of your own? Has somebody taken you out in something cool and now you're interested in cars? Or if you're not interested in cars at all and you're just watching these videos, I'm not sure why, but and you're just watching these videos, what is it that you think would get you interested in cars? Or why are you not as interested in cars as, like, say, I was when I was a kid? Now, it's hard to gauge, your interest as compared to mine, but I'm just saying things were different then. Things will be different years from now, so you'll have a different perspective. Anyway, answers to this and so much more, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it when you do that stuff. Linked in the description will be additional information and videos that I may have mentioned during the course of this video. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. No, I will see you next time. I will see you next time on ETCG1. See you there.